Hey guys, Max here with another World of Warcraft classic gold making guide. This time we're talking about leatherworking. This will work in any iteration of WoW Classic. So if Blizzard decides to re-release Classic WoW, it'll work on the hard mode servers and any season version that they might do. Right now we're in Season of Discovery Phase 2, but this should work across any of them unless there's some kind of gimmick. Right now we have those boxes that we can turn in things for, but this doesn't really pertain to that. So just keep that in mind. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button down below if you're interested in this type of AFK-ish gold making. It's kind of my theme. I really like to do it this way. And then there is a like button down below. Hit that if you might be interested in a Phase 5 investment video. Yeah, you heard me right. Phase 5. We're really early for that, but if you start that now, it's going to be a banger of a video. So let me know below, hit the like button, and I'll do a video on that if I see enough interest. But for now, we're talking about leatherworking. So what you need is 205 leatherworking minimum for this. And we're going to be crafting nightscape headbands and nightscape tunics, okay? So the materials for these are 2 silken thread per each one. And the headband needs 5 thick leather, and the tunic needs 7. The silken thread just comes off of any leatherworking supply vendor. They're about 4 to 5 silver a piece, depending on your reputation. If you're honored or if you have the rank 3 PvP rank, it might give you a discount. But let's just say I just have honored, and let's just say it's 9 silver for 2 so that I can make either one of these items. So if you look at these 2 crafted items I have here, the profit for vendoring these items is 59 silver, almost 60 silver for the chest, and about 45 silver for the headband. So if you take 9 silver right off the top, you're getting a 51 silver profit on the chest and a 36 profit on the headband. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So if we can get the 5 or the 7 thick leather less than the amount that these things vendor for, you're making a profit, right? And the idea is that you want to make these in bulk. So let's head over to the auction house. We're going to be looking for thick leather that sells for less than 7 silver each. If you float around the 7 silver mark, you're just going to break even and not make much profit. You want to work your way down towards the 6 and the 5 silver range. Every iteration of Classic WoW that I've played, I've never seen thick leather go below 5 silver. It vendors for 3 silver, right? So just keep that in mind. We're going to come here to the auction house, check out the pricing. Keep in mind, this pricing right here is not a good representation. About an hour ago, someone just bought out the entire auction house on Lone Wolf. So if you check out my history, though, it was down to almost 6 silver earlier this afternoon. So just keep that in mind. But depending on your server, what I like to do is make a macro and sit AFK in the town and hit it every now and then and say something along the lines of want to buy thick leather in bulk, paying 5 silver, 6 silver each, 1 gold, 1.2 gold per stack. Please send it to me COD, cash on demand, right? And people will do this. They'll go out and they'll farm their leather, and instead of putting it on the auction house, if they can find a buyer that will just buy everything they have every single time, they will send it to you. Now they might be thinking, well, why don't I just post it on the auction house and get it for 7, 8, 9 silver each? Well, the reason why is when you post leather in Classic WoW for all leather, the deposit price is just ridiculous. It's always been this way. I don't know why. Just whatever Blizzard did back in the day, they set the deposit for leather to be really high. If I put a full stack of thick leather on the auction house, it's a third of a gold. If this doesn't sell because there's a slow weekend or the phase is kind of over, nobody needs this stuff anymore, and you try to sell this for 1 or 2 days, you're going to lose the profit difference between 7 silver and 5 silver. And so most players, if they know better, they will just go out, farm the thick leather, and then try to find a buyer and just send it to them in bulk. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that it's a little better just to find someone that farms it for you than it is to try to fight the auction house for it. But just check both and work on that. And then once you get a nice big bulk of it, that's when you can start to craft. And then we just come back over here to the vendor and we'll get all the silken thread that we need. And then I like to craft the tunics. They're a little more profitable than the headband. And then you just hit create all, and that's it. You go AFK for 10, 15, 20 minutes, depending on how much thick leather that you've got stocked up, and you just wait for the crafting to finish. And then once the crafting's all done, you just go to the vendor and sell it all for your profits. I've done this in every iteration of Classic WoW that I've played. It's not meant to be a get rich quick kind of thing. It's steady income over time. If you use that cash on demand macro that I mentioned earlier, it's very helpful. And once you start getting people sending you the thick leather like that, every 30 thick leather that's sent to you at 5 silver is a gold profit. And then that starts to build up over months and phases, and you start hitting 100, 200, 300 gold profit. And you can use that gold to buy mounts for your alts or whatever else you want to buy. So really good method that I've been using for a really long time. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more gold making content like this, hit the subscribe button. And if I see a lot of engagement with this video, I'm going to move on to the next one, which is a phase 5 investment video. Yeah, phase 5. We're in phase 2 right now, really early, but if you start now, it's going to be big, huge profits. So really excited about that one. And that's it. Thanks for watching.